This Tree of Life meditation is adapted from a meditation by Fred Haas in the book Meditations for Transformations. The link to the book will also be in the comments. This Tree of Life meditation is a journey, putting us in touch with the flow of nature that is within us. It gives us a deeper insight into the many changes of our lives. Also gives us confidence to surrender with trust to the gradual process of transformation. And through this journey, we begin to come aware that there is a slow, sure movement of grace and energy that will vitalize our whole being if we can trust with the flow of the divine. So during this guided meditation, I invite you to visualize as works for you. And if you feel moved to even move your body, feel free to do that. These gentle movements are totally optional, but sometimes they can assist you to integrate these images into your body. Let's begin by just taking this opportunity to create some spaciousness by leaving behind what we were just doing, not anticipate what's coming next, giving ourselves permission to move into the present moment awareness by connecting to our breath. Just taking a few gentle, natural cycles of breathing. Imagine you are breathing into a small seed that is deep within your heart. And feel how small that seed is. How this seed is in darkness right now, but still in the envelope of your heart. And as you breathe more deeply, feel that first stir of life within the seed. Deep, deep within the soil of the earth, something is beginning to happen. There is a life stirring within the seed. Something wanting to be born, something wanting to come anew, to live. And ever so gently, a small sprout begins to break forth from the seed. That sprout begins to grow upward to the earth. It feels the moisture and nourishment all around it. Just imagine you're reaching, just like that seed, reaching up. And take a deep breath. Imagine that this seed is about to break forth through the soil. You can feel a bit of resistance, but you also know that something within you needs to come forth. Taking a deep breath in with your shoulders lifting, imagine pushing through the top of the soil. You are now in the light for the very first time. You can feel the sun radiating down on your little sprout. You can feel the wind blowing you back and forth. Even imagine you moving your body very gently back and forth, just like this little sprout in the breeze. Just imagine that your trunk is starting to grow and that even your legs are part of that trunk, growing up away from the earth, taller and taller, up towards the sky. Your legs and then your torso becoming this strong trunk of the tree, continuing to just grow up, reaching, seeing branches form, and these Branches are stretching out. Just imagine even reaching out your arms as branches stretching ever so gently. And now notice tiny little leaves forming. Tiny little leaves forming on these branches, gently swaying with the wind. And see that deep green color, that beautiful color of a new leaf just opening to the sun. Very delicate, very strong. And continuing to just feel these branches growing up, even through the rest of your body, through your neck. Stretch your neck up towards the sky as if you're the top of the tree. Imagine these branches are continuing to spread out and flourish. And the leaves are now covering the tree, even covering the top of your head. And the top of your head, imagine your crown chakras opening up to the sky, and you are one, connected to the earth and open to the sky, part of the clouds. Earth and sky are joined. You belong here. You are beautiful. You hear the rustle of the wind against your leaves and your branches. You feel this new life being fed from the earth below and the sky above. And now imagine that you feel this sensation, a drop of a very gentle, cool rain. And then another drop, and then still another drop. These raindrops begin to slide down your face and slide down the trunk of the tree. The drops becoming a steady stream, flowing down over your face and your torso, all the way down your legs, down the trunk of the tree, deep into the earth, following your roots deep into the soil. And underneath the ground, the water is mixing with this golden sap, this life force, this food of your new life. Gently begin to raise that sap up into your ankles, into your legs. Feel the nourishment and the strength in your legs. Imagine the sap filling the trunk of the tree, filling the tree trunk and raising up into the branches. This sap is flowing through and around and just mixing through all the parts of your body. This golden sap bringing new life into your body, into your energy centers, but also out into the leaves of this tree. And imagine that sap glowing through your heart. This bright gold color forming within your heart and spreading out to the life of the tree. Through your arms, through the branches, breathing in this sap, each leaf, each cell, receiving this nourishment and new life. All of this healing in your life being fed by this golden sap, and the tree being nourished by this golden sap. Engage your senses. Imagine what the sap might taste like. Very sweet. Imagine what the smell may be, the freshness of this rain, the freshness of new life. And with your sight, imagine that you can see the crystalline nature of these raindrops, each one different, each one a miracle. And the noise of the rain falling, the sap moving through the tree, this life force moving through your body. Perhaps it sounds like a gentle wash of water. Perhaps it sounds like gentle raindrops, maybe quiet, maybe noisy. Just rest for a moment, taking in this refreshment throughout every part of your body, and imagine that tree just flourishing. Take this opportunity to release any fearful thoughts or any worries, anything that you can let go of to make room for this new life energy. Imagine that you are this beautiful tree, a beautiful person, a beautiful soul. And as you look around you, see all the trees around you and see how different they all are. Some may be short, some may be tall, thin, wide. Some are different shapes, but each has its own glory. Each person and each tree is holy by being that tree and bringing forth its own fruit, its own blossom, its own leaves, by being true to itself. Imagine that you're connected to all that is around you. Now imagine that you feel a drop of snow, or perhaps it's a cold, wet rain, and you're noticing now that your leaves are starting to drop and your tree is becoming a bit bare. You know that this is now a time for relaxing, a time for waiting, a time for sleeping in gentle hibernation. Allow yourself this opportunity to let your leaves go and just be with the cold snow, the cold rain. Imagine these cold snowflakes are running down your trunk and melting into ice water, and the ground below is being covered. And as far as you can see, there are just a few leaves left. Whatever leaves you have left, send them wherever you wish. They are now to become part of a new earth, waiting again to create a new season. Follow one of your leaves to someone you love. They may see it as a brown leaf, but it's only waiting again to become part of their new life. Send your leaf anywhere you wish, perhaps to someone difficult, perhaps someone in distress. Send these leaves with a message from your heart of love and compassion. Feel the cold upon your trunk. Feel a bit of the loneliness and desolation of winter, but also see that the sun is starting to bring forth the spring. Imagine the snow is melting, and gradually, one by one, little tiny leaves begin to spring forth on your branches, and the process of your new life begins. So whether you're having a good moment or an uncomfortable moment, this is a process. This is part of your destiny. Stand tall, again, all your leaves flourishing from the green of another spring, as they wave and rejoice, breathing deep, laughing, playing, and being part of the universe. You are a beautiful tree. You are a beautiful person. You are you. You are the only tree of its kind. And relaxing in the beautiful tree that you are, give thanks. Thank you for joining me.